What is placemaking? Placemaking is housing plus a positive physical environment. We can break this idea down into four main categories: connectivity, public spaces, safety, and local business. A combination of these qualities and housing is essential to creating meaningful and beautiful spaces for people to work, play, and live. While housing is important, one's surroundings are just as impactful. Once you make the place, you can design the space. Connectivity. The first piece of a positive physical environment is connectivity. Having an environment that is connected to the greater fabric of its surroundings is an integral part of placemaking. Oftentimes, those spaces that are hard to get to, out of the way, congested with traffic, or not user-friendly are those that are neglected or unused. Having a space that is walkable, bikeable, pedestrian-friendly, and connected to external resources is essential, as this improves quality of life, as well as making it easier for that space to thrive alongside its surroundings. Public spaces. Public spaces are something that are often implemented when designing a place, but are usually done poorly. A space that is open to the public or to a group of users means nothing if it's not suited to its surroundings or is designed poorly. A proper public space brings individuals together and creates a hub of activity and engagement that a community needs. Communal spaces can be done inside or outside, or sometimes in a hybrid setting, and can serve a multitude of purposes and be tailored to a specific community. Safety. A person's safety is something that is always subconsciously noted, but a great space should put that at the back of a person's mind. Proper lighting, absence of dead ends, privacy barriers, and general location all play a huge role in creating safe and comfortable spaces. Local business. Local businesses are a necessity in communities, as they both serve the needs of the people there and bring a sense of identity to a neighborhood. Locals are able to walk or bike to their local restaurants, boutiques, and stores to get what they need, but these businesses often bring outsiders into an area as well. This business in turn helps that community prosper and continue to develop through interactions. What is community capacity building? Community capacity building enables all members of a community to develop skills and competencies to contribute to local development. If you give the people the tools and the knowledge to maintain, develop, and build, they will treat their environment with a sense of pride and ownership. This leads to more engagement, better relationships, and a tighter community as a whole. Community capacity building can be broken down into two categories. The first relates to a mindset that we refer to as the fundamentals of success. These include a sense of belonging, a level of commitment, mechanisms of problem solving, and access to resources. The second category are the building blocks of change, and these are the tools for getting things done. These include the skills of local residents, the power of local social networks, resources of public, private, and nonprofit institutions, physical and economic resources of a local place, and the stories of shared lives. We have identified 3 examples of placemaking and community capacity building that we want to share with you. The first example is a speculative infill project, self-developed by the architect OJT on a non-conforming lot. It's a single-family home on a 16-foot wide lot. They call it subversive architecture, but really they are working creatively within the framework established by the AHJ. It is also the first equity crowdfunded real estate project in the nation. OJT contributed $20,000, and the other $75,000 needed to secure the construction loan was provided by 36 individual investors who received a share of the profit once the house was sold. This home is the first in a series of 17 starter family homes built by OJT, known as the Starter Home Project. These are houses 4 through 12, legally known as the 9th Street condominiums. These are detached single-family homes on provisional lots with autonomous ownership. According to the subdivision regulations established by the City of New Orleans, this parcel was subjected to abnormally large dimensional requirements, which only allowed for the development of 3 single-family homes. The zoning for this parcel, however, allowed for up to 12 units of multifamily housing. This is the site as built. Why is this important for New Bern? The Starter Home Project is a radical reimagining of the single-family home typology and the possibilities of non-conforming lots. Federal funding is the primary source of affordable housing in the nation. The Greater 5 Points Transformative Plan is skeptical that affordable housing can be built in the Duffyfield neighborhood using federal resources as well as the use of housing vouchers. Could crowdsourced funding work for New Bern? Like OJT, you may be surprised at the national and international investment in your project, but more importantly, the local investors in the neighborhood, including your neighbor across the street. In this way, the local community can directly participate in the creation of the built environment by investing in projects that they would like to see realized and benefiting financially in its success. The second example is a series of design builds between Auburn University's Rural Studio and Hale County. Hale and the surrounding counties are rural and low income, and they have suffered from years of disinvestment and substandard housing. Rural Studio was developed in 1993 as a content-based service learning curriculum. It has seen the creation of over 200 built works in Hale County and educated over 1,200 students. The focus of the 20,000 initiative is home access and affordability. How does this relate to New Bern, North Carolina? This example shows that a relationship with a trusted partner sustained over many years can be very productive, even in communities who are suffering from a century of disinvestment. New Bern, Alabama is an example of how the mutual exchange between the underserved communities and design students can yield results where private investments are not forthcoming. The 11th Street Bridge is a linear park and an adaptive reuse project built among the piers of a decommissioned bridge. Incorporated as a 501c3 nonprofit organization, building bridges across the river, B-Bar, envisioned a pedestrian corridor connecting the affluent Capitol Hill neighborhood west of the Anacostia River to the historic Anacostia neighborhood to the east. The river and the highway isolated the Anacostia neighborhood from the community at large, and has not seen the levels of investment surrounding areas have experienced. B-Bar held a 7-month national design competition in 2004 and hired professional firms to work with the community to develop plans for the park. The project is currently in pre-construction, and they hope to break ground in 2023. Investment in the surrounding neighborhoods has been swift and far-reaching, including the construction of the Town Hall Education, Arts, and Recreation Campus, the ARC. This was followed by the ARC Theater, the ARC Farm, and Skyland Workforce Center. Decades of disinvestment had negatively impacted property values in the Anacostia neighborhood, which was at risk for rapid gentrification. B-Bar's Equitable Development Plan suggested that an independent and community-controlled land trust. This call was answered by the Douglas Community Land Trust, itself a 501c3 nonprofit organization and backed by City First Bank, the largest black-led minority bank in the nation. Why is this important to New Bern? Like the Anacostia neighborhood, Duffyfield is isolated from the larger community by a busy, divided highway. The transformation plan envisions a redevelopment of this corridor, potentially raising property values in the area. The 11th Street Bridge project demonstrates the benefits of investing in a community and how a community land trust can stabilize property values, preventing displacement. The examples that we showed today are just a few of the solutions that designers, architects, and communities are implementing to create great places. Every community is unique, with their own needs and identity. Duffyfield is no different. The hope is that by implementing some of these strategies and practices, we can design resilient and affordable housing that is true to Duffyfield and meets the needs of those living there.